This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us in the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama Protective Stadium, home to the UAB Blazers. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a conference rival from the American, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Owls offense will have the first possession of the game. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the Owls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Ware. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Now from inside the red zone. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Owls!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UAB Blazers offense will get the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
The play action fake. It's complete on the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Blazers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Busts through behind his pad. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's the handoff. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Blazers headed quickly to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Now on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, 3rd down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got 4th and very short, and what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody block except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now they're going to throw it. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on second down. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Might be calling a hot route. The give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Grab near the marker. It's Newton. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field. And they another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Central Michigan is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Chippewa's fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got him wide open. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UAB.
A big question mark. Coming into the year, guys, who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Rides to the back. He's He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a crease. It's Terrell. Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great...
Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Fires to the right. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He's got it. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quarterback adapting. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got it in the middle. It's Ware. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They'll immediately call timeout. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half.
Set to kick off.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the Blazers in the hurry-up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw for it. Pulls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. The Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Blazers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. It's on target and complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A little release to the back. At the 45 on his way. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. The Blazers are rolling down the field. They'll go to the ground. Spins away from one. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blazers. A long run from the running back, not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world. But it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys that get there in a hurry.
And the returner is stopped. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Pulls it in, it's Callaway. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. They've got the screen set up. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Give to the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Ware. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll pull it on the read. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll go with a direct snap, and he's wrestled to the ground. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Fit it in the window for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Blazers will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Hauls it in. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Offense working from the pistol. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And the pummeling has started.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. The Blazers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, UAB. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one It's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition.
It's in the game.
deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome everyone to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pit Bull Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense will get first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Third down play from the gun. Grabbed over the middle. It's Andrews. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Another FIU.
Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the inside give. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. Second down.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to go up top. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a man, it's Andrews. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. FIU will line up to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. So Florida Atlantic's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming in.
Going for a big play right off the bat. Makes the grab at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Owls! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Pierce. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. The Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Hauls it in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Dobbs.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Good timing on the quick out. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. FIU will line up to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Quarterback making adjustments. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period, first down here. Here's the handoff. Oh, what a move. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. The The Owls have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking left. It's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. FIU will line up to punt.
Number 12 in punt formation to kick it away.
He's got it. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Finding an escape route. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. He's got 1st down yard. They move it to the 44. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
It's complete to the right. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's caught. It's Pierce. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. FIU pushing tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Back to pass. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, FIU. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Let's just call it like it is. The 1st half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Might be changing the route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. To the air on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between... rivals.
The Panthers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. There he goes. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate.
There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Bringing it back.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination. Get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just started rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Newton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Florida Atlantic races to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Callaway. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Owls. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. North Texas handled its business away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 45. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Extending the play. Working on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better.
Looking for the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got a first down. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. You open a drive like that and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got a little space. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you got to be way more aggressive.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Caught in the backfield. It's Robbins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. He's looking to throw on third and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. To the air on first down. Quarterback adapted. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
A shot toward the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think
you.